Welcome, everybody, to Mirth and Minotaurs, a Stone Age adventure. I'm Danny. With me is Jared, Gog, Luke, and Carolyn.
Hello.
When we last saw our almost heroes, they had successfully obtained the medicine for their village and also procured a large goat for some reason. And then they made it back to town uh, to discover that one of the people possibly responsible for the medicine heist, an 11-year-old girl named Talina, had gone missing, and they were asked by the elders of the village to go and find her. They cased the joint a bit, got some info on where she might be, and then made their way to a well that they had discovered while being lost in the woods on their way back home with the medicine and goat. They entered the well, the water ring, and discovered a small little death crawl space, which they eagerly climbed into. They activated a trap, and the death crawl space filled up with water. They moved to free themselves from this situation, but their feeble little noodly arms couldn't remove the rocks from their purchase, and the chamber had completely filled up with water about the time that we stopped.
Fun.
Yay!
Sound about right to you guys? Seems like an accurate retelling of the event.
Yeah.
Some people were in the well. Other people were outside of the well. Wondering why everyone went to the well. He's fine.
Who's outside the well?
Nobody.
No one.
But at the end of last session, Silvox was trying to make the argument that they never actually entered the well and so weren't actually down there, despite having made failed athletics checks to free themselves from the well.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do we still have any air left? Like any air, or are we completely underwater?
Since this is the first round of it being completely submerged, if you wanted to get off one last thing while there was still air to do it with, I'll allow.
Keep digging.
Thanks.
That's good advice.
You're welcome. But no, really, keep
It's
digging.
not wrong.
Also, for anyone curious, Jessica's not with us tonight because her motherboard is experiencing issues.
Traitorous. Yes, I'm
Yes.
sorry, I forgot to mention that.
But she'll be back next week, hopefully.
Unless there's more treason. Okay, so Echo, it is your turn.
Well, I had earlier.
Hold on, please. Yeah, let me repaint the image. So you guys had traveled down the crawl space. Oh, are we gonna fall?
No, I'm holding.
Okay, appreciate it.
It's very
You guys had
important.
traveled down the crawl space, seeing a path to the south, and then the main part of the crawl space you were in turned to the south, and you guys went on that route. That bend is around where you believe Mina activated the trap, and where the water started being a problem. Further south from that, the tunnel continues south for a good 50 feet or so, and then turns back to the west. But it also branches off two different spots. One of those spots to the east is where all this water is coming from, and one spot to the west is a small little room that Echo had explored in an attempt to find something other than water.
Are you sure I triggered the trap? I'm not sure I remember it that way.
I can choose to remember it otherwise.
Okay, just had to comment on that really quickly.
Since she's not here, I think we all recall Jessica triggering it.
That's what I think too.
All right, you can release me now, Jared, if you wanted to resume your turn.
Okay, so I had swum back, and I had just reached the group on the last turn, and now that we're fully underwater, and I know there is no other method of escaping this madness, the easiest thing for me to do is to shove someone aside and start digging. So that's what I do.
All right,
And I've only got 30 rounds to do it.
It's gonna be you're gonna cut it pretty close. Your Mina had swam back in the direction you saw her and questioned her actions as you were moving up. You can land that die. Don't worry about it.
I'm waiting to make my athletics check, right?
Yeah, go for it.
It's a natural 9 for a total of 13.
That doesn't quite do it.
We're never escaping.
29 rounds left.
Okay.
Ideally, you'll dig us out before the rest of us drown. I know you'll last a little bit longer, but you can
Okay,
help us
so
out.
I'm going to say that there's only room for 3 people. Or no, I'm going to say there's room for 2 people to be digging out because you guys are all crawled down and awkward like. So you had the option of kicking Silvok or Osa out of the spot to dig. Who did you kick out?
Whichever one was closest.
Okay, I'll say that was Silvok.
All right, I'm out of there. Off the hook.
Okay, so as you are moved away from the rubble, Silvok, you look and turn your gaze around towards the main pathway of this crawl space,
Uh-huh.
and you see some weird creatures swimming towards you.
The pathway to the east, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
They strongly resemble snakes, but have fins like fish at the places you would expect some sort of fish snake hybrid to have fins.
Oh, that's the old watering hole snakefish.
Yeah.
Do I have to? You want me to roll to see what the hell that is?
If you want to, you don't have to.
I'd like to know, if I know.
So
What
yeah,
kind of
nature,
check am I
nature
doing?
check.
Nature. Right off the desk. Right off again. I need more room here. 13 plus 1, 14.
Okay. It's not your garden variety watering hole snakefish. It is a very poisonous snake that is far more suited for aquatic environments than terrestrial ones, to the extent that it can no longer go in terrestrial environments and is only a sea boy.
Man, if only we were in a more terrestrial environment.
But yes, they swim up from the bend, make their way, and they almost get to you guys, but don't quite. There's 2 of them.
I wasn't expecting underwater fighting.
And then it is Silvok's turn.
Oh boy. I'm gonna have no idea. I guess I'm gonna pull out a dagger or 2 and get ready to cut some snakes.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna stay near Echoes. And if any snakes come near us, I'm gonna cut them. Because I think the only way I can survive is if he keeps digging.
Makes sense.
We're all gonna drown down here if any poisonous snakes get him and he succumbs to venom.
You don't think you could do it? Look at them guns.
I'll take my chances with the snakes.
Okay. That's saying something. All right, Mina, it is your turn. So you swam down into that room to the south, looking for, after a bit of a panic, looking for an alternative exit.
Yes. So from this room that I swam to, how many exits are in this?
There's the exit to the north that you came from, and the exit to the east.
Well, I guess we're gonna go east. I'm gonna start
Alright.
swimming in that direction.
All right. When you align yourself with that passageway, you can see some sort of weird, previously described sea snake.
I'm not excited about that.
It's still about 30 feet away from you. It's across the hall.
I will cast mage armor on myself just in case.
All right.
And I suppose I will. I mean, outside of the snakes, do I see anything along the floors or along the walls? Maybe some indentations or some trap things
Go ahead and
in
make
this.
a perception check. In this room, or in as far forward as you can see.
As far forward as I can see. A perception check.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. I see nothing because I got a 4 total.
All right.
Nice.
I just see a snake.
You're lucky.
Bubbles might get in the way.
Sure. It's surprisingly clean water, by the way.
Oh, that's reassuring. I mean, at least we'll be clean after this. Possibly dead.
Well, but
clean and dead.
then the water won't be clean anymore. It'll be corpse water.
Well, I mean, you can't have everything.
Okay, Mina, a snakefish that you had seen will swim up to you and attempt to bite you.
But you got the mage armor.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Okay, it hit 25.
Oh lord.
25? Yeah, I don't think that mage armor does much for me.
All right, it does 1 piercing damage to you and
There's an and though.
Yeah.
9 poison.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm regretting this decision already. In case anyone is wondering. Regretting.
It's that instant
fair.
poison.
That's fair.
Here we go. Gog is a real stickler for video games and I guess tabletop games and their definition of poison.
What?
What?
A stickler.
The difference between poison and venom.
No. It's a technical term. Poison is an energy type and also a condition.
It's fun
I
facts.
meant more the actual.
Today I learned.
Mm-hmm.
I meant more the distinction between poison and venom. Poison
In
being
real life.
ingested and venom being injected.
Would you like to add the venom energy type?
Yes.
My turn is done, right? I just got bit and I'm crying in the water, which is probably adding to the overall water level in some.
Stop crying, we'll drown faster.
Better idea. I'm actually surprised nobody proposed just drinking it all up. Okay,
It's surprisingly clean.
Fenella, it's your turn. You see a bunch of rocks because you were trying to dig out rocks.
Yeah. Is Mina within any sort of view of me? Like, can I see Mina
No.
at all? All right.
She's
do not
around
know
like
this is
3
happening.
different walls. Correct.
All right. So I'm going to tighten the straps on my mask underwater, and then I'm going to try and dig.
Okay.
Nope, I am not. That's an 8.
Okay.
Okay. I'll kind of like point like We need this away. The rope. Move the rocks. They're slippery.
Well,
Okay.
we had some burly cat man to move all these rocks out of the way.
It is Osa's turn. She probably does something. What's the word I'm looking for? Sarcastic.
Like roller eyes.
Yeah, and then she tries to move some rocks out of the way with her -1. What's that? She got a 7, and she just she attempts to blow the hair out of her eyes, but there's water everywhere, so it doesn't do anything.
Just bubbles.
All right, and that takes us to. Okay, from the other side of the collapse, you guys notice a rock get pushed out of the way. And then it is Echo's turn.
You're muted.
Muted.
How do we notice that?
Oh, you can see more light shining in from that direction.
Okay, I thought. Okay. I dig. Ooh, 23.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You move aside another boulder. You now have a view of some things on the other side of the collapse. You can see a large bird's talons.
Okay.
You know, we're definitely dead if we stay down here, though. So let's take our chances with the bird.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on the snakefish's turns, they're gonna swim up. They see Silvok looking at them, so the first one will bite at Silvok.
Here we go.
For 8. I mean, that it hit. It didn't hit. It landed in 8.
Okay, good.
And the next one will go up and try to bite Fenella in the back of the head, probably. That's a good.
That's really rude.
And it hits 21.
Yeah. That is a hit.
All right, there's 1 physical damage and 10 poison damage.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
Fenella,
For-
Fenella starts floating in the water a little bit limply.
Okay. Then it is Silvok's turn.
Wait, how many points was it? 10?
11 total.
Oh, 11 total. Yeah. Okay, yeah, she's floating.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at a fish.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh,
All right.
save me.
You hit that sucker.
Where do I roll? Oh, I don't have my D4. There we go. Now, are both of the snakefish adjacent to me since we're all kind of huddled in an area?
Also, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to roll D4. My dagger. Looks like a 3 plus my dexterity mod, right? Oops, click that. So 6 total.
Okay.
And how's that fish doing?
It's got a really bad wound. You don't think it has much life left.
All right. Now, how do I have to declare that I'm using my sneak attack damage? Oh, I probably don't have advantage in this environment, huh?
I'm going to say no. You have allies adjacent to it, but they are not in combat with it.
Right.
They are digging.
All right. Well, I'm going to use a bonus action then for my second attack, my offhand attack. On the same one. I'm going to try to kill it. And that is
Wait, did you crit? Did you roll 2d4?
Oh, sorry, I did not.
Ah,
That's an extra 1.
Okay, it's even worse now.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't remember how crits work in this one.
Just just roll the damage die twice and add your modifier.
Okay, so yeah, it's 4 plus 5, 9 total.
All right, it looks really bad off, like a strong underwater breeze.
I'm sorry. I'm really messing up my numbers right now. 4 plus 3.
7?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Total.
And then I'm going
Total.
to swing. Yes. And then I'm going to swing at it again with my offhand,
Okay.
which I had already done. It came out to 9 plus 5 was 14, and not this 19, which I would have loved to have kept, but is 14 enough to hit it again?
It is.
All right. That's another d4. And a 1 damage.
It dies.
Thank God.
Yay!
Okay. I'm assuming that means it's Mina's turn.
Oh God.
How's your snake friend?
What? I want to know if I know of any natural predators of these fish. Would that be a nature roll?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay, 21 total.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I made up these creatures earlier today. I don't know what the natural predators are.
How
But
big
you
are the
do.
fish? How big are the
They're
fish?
pretty long. Bears definitely eat them for sure. What's a good water predator?
To like storks or something? Like,
Oh yeah, they hate storks. Why not?
Like bigger fish.
that
Are they bigger than 5 feet?
They're longer. They're snake size, so they have the length to them. But
Snakes come in a lot of sizes.
but yeah, but these are like fin fish snake size.
Okay.
more like an eel.
Certainly
Hmm.
you'll like.
Okay, so now that I'm in this hallway to the east, what can I see from?
So you can see the main pathway of this area running north to south. You can also see a room, another passage directly across from the main passageway, which gets intersected by both the passage you're in and this new passage. And you can see a room over there. And you can see that the main passageway bends a little bit to the south, about 30.
And I don't hear anything coming from either direction, from either hallway or passageway underwater.
Make a perception check.
19.
Okay. That's excellent. From the passage to the south, you don't hear much. It's very quiet. The passage directly to the east and that other room, you hear kind of a ploop sound. And when that sound registers with you, you look up and you can see another of those snakes has entered the water in that room, dropped from above.
Just plopping on in at us.
No, that's not what I wanted to hear. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, they're obviously going to be swimming this direction. So I guess I panic again and I head back to my team because I can't go south. Otherwise, they're all going to just collapse on me. And I obviously don't want to go into the direction of the snakes entering. So I think I will try to turn around and swim away.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the system terribly well. You can use your movement to no. You can use your action to disengage and then continue with your movement.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can avoid
Yeah.
the snake's wrath.
Yeah.
So you get almost back out of the southern passageway system. Almost back. You can see your friends basically from in the main tunnel. Unfortunately, the snake you disengage from is much better at swimming than you, and swims up to attack you in the back.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing your armor class is higher than 10.
Yes,
It
it
does not
is.
succeed.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
All right, and then it is Fenel's turn. I'm guessing you're unconscious.
Yeah, I am. I need to make a death save.
You do.
Yay! 20! I pop back up!
or whatever the equivalent of popping back up is for somebody who's floating.
Flail. I flail back up. And I do not like that this happened to me whatsoever. So I mutter something that comes out in more bubbles, like because this is bad. And
This is bad.
I will cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
All right, so that is 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability. Where is my d8? That is 8.
Excellent.
So I have 9. I'm healthy-ish. Oh, sorry. That might minimize our screen for a second.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. So it's 8 plus 1. Wonderful.
Okay. Osa is going to continue to dig because it's hard to hear a fight even when it's right behind you if all you have in your ears. She fails. And then the taloned friend on the other side will dig.
Well, we didn't know it was a friend.
Friends?
Well, I mean, I didn't specify whether it was a friend of you or a friend of the eels. Probably an eel friend.
Could be.
But it just ineffectually scratches at some rocks with its talons. Then it is Echo's turn.
All right. Well, seeing something clawing, I will also claw at the rocks. That's a natural 1 as I push rocks back into place.
This wall has a hole in it. I should fix it.
Possessed by his fear of giant birds.
Okay. It is a snake friend's turn. Snake friend just bit Fenella, and then she had the audacity to stop being harmed.
For a bit. I'm concerned.
So it's gonna bite her again.
I object. But
What's your armor class?
18?
It ineffectually punctures at your armor, but doesn't breach you. It is Silvok's turn.
All right, I'm gonna go for that snake that just took a bite at
Bite out
my
of crime.
favorite cleric. A bite out of the law.
Bite out of the light.
13.
I don't think that's a hit. No, it isn't.
13?
Now we know.
13 is not.
These
But I
are
can-
some strong fish that are trying to kill us.
I can still use my offhand attack, correct?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna do that. And that'll be a 17.
That will do it.
That is 2. Wait, my offhand attack does not get a modifier,
I believe that is correct.
so it's just 2 damage.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. Mina, it is your turn. There is a snake with its teeth stuck in your clothes because it just couldn't quite land the bite, but it tried.
Well, I'm going to keep swimming. Just keep swimming as I've been instructed.
Okay.
Back to my team, bringing more friends, more fish friends to them.
Thanks.
All right. You were able to reach them easily.
I see how well Silvok is doing killing all of these, and so I figured he has a profession as a sushi chef in the future and would like more practice.
It's fair.
Yes.
That's the only reasonable conclusion to draw from the event.
Mm-hmm.
So here I am on my last leg of life, swimming to my team. Take me.
Okay. The snakefish will attempt to take you.
No, I wasn't talking to him.
Not that.
I'm guessing 18 is a hit.
Yes.
Okay. So you take 1 piercing damage.
Yes. And?
And 6 poison.
Oof.
Yes, I'm floating as well now.
No. Mina.
Would you say it's possible that they all float down here?
Well, it seems like it.
All right. That fish is thoroughly satisfied with itself, and it is Fenela's turn.
Now I can definitely see Mina. Yes.
Yes.
All right. I am going to point to Echo like, you rock, like, and I will
Thank you.
push around, and like push Mina's floating body behind me and stand in front of her, and also, as I move her around, cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
So that's 6 hit points.
Yes.
And
I don't go
kind
into
of-
negatives, right? Once I hit 0, it's just 0. Can't be more dead than 0.
there is a more dead, but you're not more dead yet.
Okay, good.
And I'll kind of like brace myself on the wall with my shield and try and place myself between everyone and the things.
All right.
The fish monsters, snake things. Yeah.
Snakefish.
All right. Osa will get tired of just not having done well in boulder moving class, and she will pull out her rapier and attempt to kill the previously Silvocked fish. Pretty sure that's a hit. Yeah, that's a hit. The 8. All right. It's slightly more harmed. All right,
How many
then
fish are we now battling with at this time?
there's a very injured one and a fresh one that is chasing you, and you don't know where the other one is that you saw.
Okay.
Could be right behind you,
Well, no, it's not right behind you. Don't worry.
but it could be.
It's
If
definitely
it
right
was
behind you.
attached to you, then maybe.
Okay, and now it is talons scratch at the rock some more, and it is Echo's turn.
Oh, 8.
Okay. And a snake will now attempt to bite, I guess, Silva.
There we go.
It's a 23.
That's a hit.
Does 1 physical. And 8 poison for a total of 9.
All right. Ow.
And it is your turn, Silphok.
I'm gonna hit it back.
Whoa.
Punk snake. Fish. 19.
That is certainly a hit.
We got a 4.
All
4
right.
damage.
You cut that sucker in half, and not the easy way.
All right. Everyone always says cut your snake fish the hard way.
In half.
Nice.
Mina, it's your turn.
All right, so I was floating, and then I had some light come over me. I'm just overwhelmed by all sorts of things that are going on right now. I'm still trying to recollect where I am, so I'm going to look around, and what am I? I see Silvox engaged with the snake that just was morbidly ripped in half, and there's another snake, which I'm giving like a really evil eye to right now. But then what do I see in the rock situation? What's going on over there?
You see that many of the rocks have been cleared. You guys only need a little bit more room to escape from this little passageway. You see some movement on the other side, but not a great deal. And you see Echo not doing a great job of moving rocks out of the way.
Well, and who is helping him with the rocks? Is there room for me just to go try really quick?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, I will go ahead, and I just want to get away from the snakefish. So I'm going to go help see if I can push a rock out of the way. So this is going to be an athletics.
Yes.
Well, it's a 7. So
That doesn't do it. Okay, so a snake, which was trying to bite at Mina, but now has a very rude Fenella in the way, will bite at her.
Have I made a mistake?
Should have been nicer. If you had just been nicer, it wouldn't be trying to bite you.
That's 23 versus
Yeah.
armor class.
oh no.
Man.
No.
Yeah.
1 physical.
Uh-huh.
And 8 poison for a total of 9.
Oh my god, that's... Okay. She's back floating.
Okay.
No.
Okay, Fenella, it's your turn.
All right, time for a death save. Don't think I'm rolling a 20 again. It's a 16 at least, so that's nice.
Excellent. 1 success.
Okay.
Osa will take a stab at the remaining snakefish. She hits it. And it is in a bad way. It is half dead. All right, and then bird friend. Not a very good friend. And then it's Echo's turn.
I'm digging for my life. 17.
You move the last of the obstructing boulders out of the way.
Get out of here,
So-
barrels!
And you now have the ability to exit the watery part of this grave.
I begin to do that, and then I turn around. Who can I see behind me?
You can see everybody. You can't see Fenela's face because she's floating.
I grab her and I move out.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay. Silvok, it is your turn.
All right, so there's a snakefish around, right?
There is.
It's relatively nearby.
Yes, certainly.
All right, I'm gonna move over there. I'm gonna cut him.
Okay.
$18.
That's a hit.
Oh, fell off. 4 plus my 3 is 7 total.
Okay, yeah, that would have killed it from full. It is a very dead snakefish.
Mm.
You guys are out of initiative as long as you get out of this water before the other fish shows up.
No snakefish left.
I get out of the water.
Not fast enough.
Run!
Okay, so you guys get out of the crawl space. The water, oddly, isn't rising up above the area that you are in. That place filled up with water really quick, but this place isn't, and you don't know where the water is going, but it's not here.
Okay.
You have a unconscious cleric with you. The rest of you have seen better days generally, and there's also a all black, pitch black owl, a relatively large owl in this room or this hallway.
When you say relatively large, just like larger than the average owl, or large like
Yes.
that goat was large?
Not like the goat. It's larger than the average owl, but it's not 8 feet tall or made of radiation.
Hello, friendly owl
Should
thing.
we take it back to the village?
It just looks at you, and then it turns around and starts hopping towards the way you guys came into this well.
This owl doesn't happen to eat venomous snakefish, does it?
Not that you observed.
I was gonna offer it a snack if it did, but
It's loss.
right,
I'm surprised
Look-
you're not
look
making
at all that breakfast down
snakefish
there we left.
sausage.
right. We make everything into bacon. Why didn't we grab that? All right. I am tempted to follow it.
Yeah, there's nowhere else to go, so we follow.
Okay.
Is our cleric conscious yet?
Oh, no.
Maybe we should
I'm
help
not.
her out.
I'm not
carrying her.
stabilized yet either, I don't think, so... I probably
Maybe we
need
should-
another death save.
We can hold off on that for now.
Okay.
All right. So you guys get back into the large room that the well opened up into when you guys came down. Had a passage to the north and a passage to the east. I can open up that map, in fact. Something like that. You guys are in that large room.
The large room in the south, right?
Correct.
And the owl wants us to go to the north room.
No, the owl is just staying in this room right here.
And it's not motioning us to go anywhere else right now.
No, it's just sitting there.
Is anyone else a little weirded out by this owl?
I guess. I don't know. What's the normal behavior of an owl supposed to be?
All right,
This-
I'll do it. I'll roll a nature check. What is this giant owl? 11 plus 1, 12 total.
You don't know a great deal of owls. This one seems pretty cool, though.
He's just a big friendly owl. That's all I know.
With an 11.
All right.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's something magical about this?
You certainly could.
Okay, oh wait, no, wait, that's a 9 plus 4, so 13. It looked like a 2 because of the line.
Okay. It's definitely of magical nature. This is not a creature of the wilds.
If I speak to it, does it respond to me in some like intelligible way? What is your name, Mr. Owl?
How many licks?
Are we in Narnia yet?
I'm gonna put down Fenella as this is happening and just slap her on the face. See if I can get her to wake up. That's my medicine. That's the extent of my medicine
Wake
check.
up.
Make another death save.
Okay.
That's a 9 on the medicine check.
It's a 2.
Okay.
Okay. That didn't help.
You have to laugh at her. Laughter's the best medicine.
I want to ask the owl if it can help us bring the cleric back before we proceed any further.
If only we had a giant healer goat.
Best
Probably.
healer.
Probably don't want it down here, or probably don't
I-
want to have gotten it down here.
If no one else is doing anything, I roll Fenella onto her side and then pound on her back, trying to get her to.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a good plan.
Yeah.
And I'll medicine check again. 12.
Just slap the poison out of her.
That's enough to stabilize, isn't it?
I
Or I
don't know. I am personally not proficient in medicine.
Yeah.
It shows.
I would have said he does CPR, but he's got the big fangs, so I don't know if Tabaxi's CPR is
I don't
a
think
possibility.
That would work.
I can't make a seal.
All right, I'm gonna try to help her not be dead because obviously this cat person's not helping.
Wow.
The owl didn't do anything that resembled understanding my question.
No. When you asked if it could help the cleric, it just kind of looked up at you and turned its head to the side a little bit.
Not the good kind of magic that I was hoping for.
One of those kind of owls.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna do a medicine check. No good.
You want to at
think
least
it's-
tell us what you rolled?
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's just above a 10 to stabilize.
All right, that's what we'll go with. You're stabilized.
Hey, I did it.
Yeah.
I'm the best healer in the world.
I'll just cough up a bit of water, but stay like unconscious, just not awake, but not dying.
When you proclaimed to be the best healer in the world, far off in the distance, you heard a very angry.
Suck it, goat.
Okay, so you guys have stabilized the cleric. She's no longer bleeding of poison or whatever was happening before. Drowning of blood. Her
Yeah.
humors were all out of order.
Way too much poison.
All right, so
Now-
we're back in this room. I want to see like why the water isn't necessarily rising up here. Can I go into the north room? I'm gonna like point to the north room and see if the owl is like, no, don't go there.
The owl looks where you pointed, but then it just goes back to looking around somewhat random.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
walk in that direction. See what.
What was that, Jared?
So, well, that's good.
So you go up in that direction. You hadn't been in here before. You see, it's about a 30 by 15-foot room with a big hole on the eastern side.
What does is there water in the hole now, or is it still empty? Or
It look-
with bones in it?
It looks bone dry.
Hmm.
No.
Vetoed.
Yes. Oh, gosh.
And there's nothing in this room that would. There's not like little owl plumage in this room. Maybe the owl comes down here and drops its bones in.
Make a perception check.
$19.
Okay. Near the pit, a little bit below where the floor is here, the pit goes down in the rock that makes up the walls of the pit. You see some writing. It's in old common.
Can I read it if I know common, or do I have to have old common proficient?
Make an intelligence check to see if you can pull it apart.
And oh, 12.
All right, it's not a terribly hard message to decipher. So it reads, "Turn back."
A little late for that.
I was hoping it would say bones go here.
I will turn back
All right.
grumpily. And I will go back to the room, and I'm just going to tell them there's nothing here unless we want to go swimming again. So I think we should probably rest up and try to not die
Regain
tonight.
consciousness.
All of us die tonight.
What had you said, Gog?
I said regain consciousness. Rest up and regain consciousness. All right, I'm gonna get out of the well. I don't know about you guys. I've had enough of the well. So I'm gonna start
Sure.
climbing up. The rope's still there, right?
Yes, the rope is still there.
I
I
will carry Fenella up.
Okay. The bones tied at the end of the rope jostle a bit as you guys climb. It. Give me an athletics check, Echo. That doesn't sound like an easy thing to do.
Different dice. Shouldn't have used a different dice.
Please
10.
don't drop me. At least there's water underneath, I guess.
You don't drop her more than once going up. You do bonk her head against the narrow confines of the well, but she doesn't seem to complain.
You're saving me.
Yep.
All right, you guys all make it up out of the well. Shortly after the last of you climbs out, the owl climbs the rope, then perches itself on the stone ring of the well, or It's the water.
I'm gonna look at the owl and say, "What do you want?"
The owl will look at you. It's be equal and silently, and then in Talina's voice, you'll hear the words "tree sugar."
I murder the bird.
Would you like to attack the bird?
No, I'm not attacking the bird,
Okay.
but I am more
Murdering
than
it.
willing to.
Was it in her actual voice? Like it sounded like her, or is it just a giant bird mimicking her kind of voice?
What the fuck kind of check is that? Give me an Arcana, an Investigation, a Nature, or an Insight check, whichever one you.
I mean, just with my
Many
ears,
options.
did it sound just like her saying it, or did
Oh.
it sound like not
sound-
just like her saying it?
It sounded exactly like Talina did when she said it.
Okay. So she turned into a giant bird. That's all I know.
Could be like a parrot, and the owl heard Talina.
Owls don't mimic like that.
No,
And
they
even
don't.
when birds mimic, it doesn't sound identical to a person that they're mimicking. It sounds like a bird saying the thing that they said.
It's a magical bird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know that.
I told you just now. It's a magical bird.
Maybe she's like druidic. It's a thought.
Is anyone else curious what magical birds taste like?
Well, it wants tree sugar. Let's give it some tree sugar.
Do you have tree sugar on you?
I don't.
How dare you?
Do you?
Always. Oh, I dropped it in the water.
I'm gonna cast Disguise Self, and I'm gonna turn myself into Talina and just see how the bird reacts.
Okay.
You!
And then
Run.
takes me and lifts me off into the distance.
So it will hop
With
off of
babies.
it will hop off of the the ring of the well, and it will walk around not Talina 2 times, and then it will just point with its beak off to the north.
That's pretty. That sounds handy.
Then it will wing slap you.
I check its wings if they were bitten.
No.
Doesn't have any fingers.
Well,
I guess that makes them pretty good friends.
okay. This owl seems to recognize Talina. Maybe Talina's in the northward direction, but to the north of us is also the village.
Yeah, but it's a little bit to the east also.
I think we should. And what, like, do we recognize if it's like the middle of the night right now or midday?
It's probably early evening. It's pretty late. You guys got a little bit lost.
Yeah. I think we should set up camp somewhere hidden. That's what I suggested.
Why? Why do we need to be hidden? I am the king of this. Okay, yeah, let's find a good place to camp.
All right, so we're setting up camp.
Yeah, I will survival check to find a good campsite.
All right.
Ooh, That is a 22.
Ooh.
All right, yeah, you find a nice little crest between some small hills that is almost completely invisible to a passing by.
Nicely done. I mean, not
See?
that I can tell you that.
Told you I'm king of the jungle.
You can point it out tomorrow.
Unconsciously, Fenella holds up her thumb, then falls.
Okay, so you guys set up your camp, go to get some sleep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I'm guessing you are instituting the same watch as before.
Sure.
All right. Early in your watch, Echo, the owl flies off.
Now I'm hungry.
Is that my cue to throw some kobolds at you guys?
Not
Maybe something-
necessarily.
More putrid this time.
You want to rid him of that habit?
Can you throw like fluffy bunnies at us instead that don't try to kill us when we eat? That's
Ooh.
my request.
Of course, then they're really cute.
Well, you're unconscious, so
yeah,
you don't have to watch
I don't
that
care
part.
at all. I just want to like feel better and nap.
All right. The night is uneventful.
All right. And on an extended rest, we get all our health back, right?
Yeah.
Yay!
Hooray!
Oh, and my spell slots come back?
Yes. That's exciting.
What?
Sorry.
Oops. Hopefully that wasn't too loud.
I don't know why you guys are so hurt. I mean,
It
a
was just
little
rocks.
I don't think he ever saw a snake.
I did not. I did not see a single one.
So it was just you turned around and I was knocked
It's good.
out for like
Yeah.
who knows what reason.
That was by design. I wanted you to focus on saving our lives.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the owl did kind of point northward.
Owl. What,
Oh,
what are
there was an owl. the way.
underwater? Oh,
In the
why
well.
are we here? What happened?
Hey,
I'm dry.
I saved your life.
Thank you.
I saved your life. He just carried you out of the well.
And I did nothing. But I did find out where we're going next. So,
And I left you for dead.
I mean, that's kind of expected.
Ooh.
So finding that out, like, I will give Echo an extra portion of whatever rations I had that day, just as like a thank you for getting me out of that situation.
You're welcome. Mostly.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah.
at least he didn't try to eat you. So, that's basically,
That's a
the
compliment.
most admirable way. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was dead. What are you guys so mad about?
Explain to me what the issue is.
She wasn't dead. She was
I
unconscious.
was just knocked out.
You trust him to wait?
Okay, so you guys awaken in good form and somewhat good spirit.
I will leave it up to my team to decide where they would like.
Okay, so the owl. Oh, by the way, there was an owl. It might live in the well. I don't know. It flew away. It's gone.
It's magical.
Oh,
It's apparently magical, and Mina turned into a finger bite, and the owl seemed to recognize her and pointed to the north. So we think that we should go check to the north.
if all right. Um,
Better than the well, right?
Oh yeah, by the
Sorry,
way, in
the
that pit,
water circle.
there was some writing in there that said turn back. I don't know if you guys noticed that the first time we were down there, but that would have been nice to keep an eye out for the next time we go in a nice dangerous place for any writing that says turn back or you will die here. Just
It was just my first time in a water circle, and it was so
Oh,
by the way,
exciting.
You were right about the water circle in the water. I take it back. There was water in the water circle.
Obviously, you just had to like find the right thing to turn it on.
I don't think venomous snakefish are supposed to be in the water circle though. That was different.
Maybe it's just
maybe
their,
that's what the
like-
makers wanted.
Yeah, to guard so that your water stays nice and safe from enemies.
But then you're drinking water, fish poop.
Isn't all water that, if it really comes down to it? I mean, you know that we fish from our river.
I will eat a kobold, but I don't want to
That's-
drink fish poop water.
That's moving water.
Oh, well, fair. It was kind of moving. Never mind. We should. I'm going to get ready to pack things and go.
Still not sure where we're going. We're following the directions of an owl.
Well, what's north? I would like to make some kind of a check about the region.
Okay.
To see like what is north. What kind of a check would that be? Survival or like nature or history?
I'll take nature.
Okay. 12.
It's there's some trees. There's also a volcano up there if you go far enough.
I don't know where we're going.
If we start booing you, will you get mad?
Why would you boo me?
Not you.
Oh.
Ka. There's a
Can't roll.
volcano up there if you go far enough.
From my nomadic times, do I know what's to the north?
Yeah, you guys, your tribe, would sometimes go south of Tana and sometimes go north of it, depending on who you wanted to interact with. There's another group of goblins that live closer to the volcano, not in the mountains, not nearly as numerous, but and not as aggressive as a result. But up there, a couple days travel.
All right, I relay this information to my team. More goblins, more forest friends, maybe more giant goats to take home with us, or an owl. Either way, we're taking pets home with us, so it's going to be a good.
The stable master is not going to be happy if we bring another goat back.
Well, it's just a giant magical owl this time.
That's true. Yeah.
Usually the rangers hunt things. We don't really bring stuff back other than the food.
Maybe we'll find food as well.
There's
Hold on.
goblins.
Not
You
that.
eat goblins, don't you?
I'll
when I
like
have
look
to.
around like, what? No. You do not eat goblins. Ever.
not?
Is everything okay, Gog?
Gog is currently loading.
Gog is thinking very deeply about where we should be going next.
Yeah. All right.
I don't think we have any better idea. I mean, we can either go back to the village, but I don't think we're going to get any new information there unless somebody has stumbled into town. So I think we should just go with our best lead and go north.
It's a lead. We should follow it.
We're out here trying to find her. She almost got us all killed. So now I just need to find her and get this all settled.
Yeah. One moment, please, guys.
It was a cat.
A cat attacked Gog's wires, apparently. So we might take our break a little bit early.
Yeah, let's just do that. That
Just
sounds
to let
good.
him reset his wires. But we can
Okay.
see his delightful for a second. Oh wait, he's half
There
back.
he is.
Do we want to have our break anyway?
I'll leave it up to you guys.
Let's decide what we're doing next and then
Yeah.
do our break.
Sorry about that.
Feline intervention.
I say we should follow the owl or follow north using Mina's kind of expertise.
And now that I'm thinking about it, now that the owl has flown away, I asked, did anybody see the owl fly away last?
Yeah, it got away before I could. Never mind.
Do you happen to know which direction it flew off to?
Oh, it was dark.
Mina hangs her head sadly.
Hungrily.
Her stomach rumbles a little bit.
I'll have everything packed on by this time, and I am ready to go.
All right. So you guys are. I haven't heard any big objections. Just questioning the motives of following an owl's nose.
Well, like, I want to leave this kid out here to die. So,
Either that, or we go
following me.
back.
To eat later.
We can go back.
But the
to the well,
elders
or-
have charged us to find her. Can we go back to the elders without her and just say she's dead out there?
No.
Yeah, the owl recognized her and pointed to the north. I don't know how the owl knows her, but I'll take a hint if I can get one.
Echo.
Maybe the owl ate her and she's taking us. The owl is taking us to her dead body already, and then we can at least bring that evidence back. And then everyone wins, I think, except for Talina. But we'll just ignore that minor detail.
So yeah, I'll look at Echo for like our kind of a yay or nay.
Sure.
Cheer up.
I'm sure there'll be lots of food we can find on the way.
I promise the next thing that we encounter that's an enemy, I will let you eat it.
You don't let me eat things. I'm not a child. I do what I want.
Well,
And I eat who I want.
If Talina is dead, I'll let you eat her dead body as well.
We need that. We need to
Let's-
bring that back.
No discussions about that. Let's just go. I'm sure there's some kind of a trail we can find. Surely.
Okay, you guys, you guys start heading in the direction that the owl laid for you. Correct?
All right.
Okay.
All right. I just want to get an idea of your guys' effective travel speed. So somebody leading, give me a survival check to find paths.
Ooh, yeah. 23.
Ooh.
Survival.
We
check.
all grow
Yeah.
wings and
We're
start
not lost
flying.
this time.
I don't know if I am happy or angry that the final countdown is blank. Okay, yeah, you guys make quick progress. Setting out pretty early. Let's see. Okay, after a good day of travel, you guys set up camp and continue into the night. I'm going to assume you guys found a really good spot because of that. I'm just going to use that same roll again.
Sure.
You guys head in as a result another uneventful night. You guys resume travel in the morning. So why don't you go ahead and give me another.
Oh, not as good. 14.
Good enough.
15.
Certainly good enough. You continue after a couple of hours of traveling. You find a large, very square rock, and
Very square. Like how square are we talking?
all right, it's more rectangular than square, and very on a scale from not very to very.
I'd like to go inspect this rock to like, is this from nature or is this carved?
Okay. It's pretty obviously carved.
Yeah.
I want to look around the area for any rectangular holes.
Okay. You don't see any immediately. If you'd like to do a check of some sort.
Would that just be perception?
Yeah.
In doing so, hopefully I'm also just like inspecting the area in general.
Certainly.
13.
You don't see anything for this stone to have come out of.
Have we ever heard of a square stone in the forests before?
Some rangers that Echo knows may have described using square stones as landmarks while ranging.
Okay.
Is there writing on it to depict what landmark we're looking or near?
Nothing that you can see.
Well, it's a. This must be a maker's rock. I mean, I don't know what else it could be. And the rangers know about them. Should we just keep going, or?
I don't see anything immediately useful here.
Are there any like fresh tracks around it?
Make a perception check.
Oh, that's a 12. No, wait, that's wrong. That is a 15. I went the wrong way. Sorry, my initiative It's right above my perception.
Okay, you see a number of tracks, small humanoid tracks,
Goblins.
circling around the stone and sometimes moving into it.
Into it.
Not goblins.
I will start to
Goblin
look around the where they're disappearing into the rock then.
Okay.
The tracks are going in. And I'll confirm with I'll probably drag Echo over just
He's the
against
only responsible adult around.
be like these are going into the rock, are they not?
I examine the tracks.
You see the track before the rock, half of a track at the rock.
I poke the rock with the butt of my bident.
It appears rock-like in nature.
Can I do an Arcana check on the rock?
Yeah.
16.
Okay, you definitely feel some sort of enchantment over this rock. You believe that some sort of phrase might allow people to pass through.
Okay, let my team know that information.
Open. Nothing.
No.
Finger bite.
Tree sugar.
Okay.
Echo is just standing with his hand on his head, shaking it. Just,
Well, I mean, you can help us, or we could camp out and spy on it. Maybe something will come out, and then we can capture them.
Did we get a sense of how fresh the tracks were? Do they seem pretty frequent?
Yeah, it is a fairly old and somewhat more new tracks here.
How big is this rock?
It's about 5 foot by 10 foot by probably 15 foot. It's large.
Mm. But we can see on top of it. On the top of it.
You can see that you can see up to the top of it, and if you had your kitty cat climb a tree, you look down at it, you could see the top of it.
Or we could climb it.
If you really want to, it's pretty smooth.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's not impossible, but
Right. Well,
This could be where Talina is.
it's a possibility.
So I think we should. So by small tracks, I'm speaking now with Fenella since she did the inspection.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do they seem tiefling-like to me? I'm a tiefling. I should be able to see. Oh, those look like my little girl tracks.
How do they compare to Talina's tracks that we know? Because, I mean, we followed them for hours.
okay. Give me an investigation or a nature check. Either one of you or both of you.
12?
Five.
All right, Fenella, you're able to see that some of most of the tracks are the same kind of creature, but there's also some other tracks here. Some of them appear to be quadrupedal, and others are bipedal.
Okay.
But it's about time for us to take a break, so we'll get back to that investigation in 5 minutes.
The mystery of the very rectangular rock continues after the break.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are before this large rock. You guys just had something clever. I can't remember what it was. Oh, right. You checked to see what kind of tracks they were. Most of them are the same kind of creature. Some of them are some sort of beast. You don't know what kind. And some of them are another kind of small creature.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems to be mostly the one kind of small creature,
Yes.
featuring an occasional beast and an occasional other small creature.
Yes.
Do they look like owl tracks?
You don't need a check for that. No, not so much. Owl feet are pretty.
I
Pretty
was
distinct.
thinking I could tell the difference.
Are there multiple points of entry into this rock, or do they seem to come and go from the same place?
It seems like they all enter and exit from the same side of the rock, but it doesn't seem like there's a entry point on that side. It looks like any part of that side is sufficient.
And if we like are kind of feeling our way across it, we don't feel anything other than rock.
Correct.
Should we camp out and wait?
Could be food.
Again, I am not a child. Starting to get a little offended by this.
I think Mina just really likes food. This is what I am learning from this. I will say to Echo.
I think he just needs a snack. He's getting fussy.
I will leave you out here.
I'd like to look for a good location to hide, but to keep an eye on this.
Sure. Give me a survival check.
Okay. It's a 10.
Okay. It's a relatively open area out here. There aren't a whole lot of good spots. There's some trees nearby if you wanted to, like, hang out up there. There's some tall grass if you wanted to be on your belly.
Yeah, I'll scoot down in the tall grass and try to like fluff it up around me to make it look like I'm not hiding.
Is there any kind of like path near the rock that it's obvious most of the tracks are taking?
Most of them seem to be heading to the southwest.
Okay.
But there's a lot of traffic in other directions too, but that seems to be the bulk.
So the tracks that go to the rock tend to come from the southwest, but not necessarily.
Is southwest in the general direction of our town? Oh, you are muted.
Oh, sorry. Your town is mostly to the south and slightly to the east.
Okay.
So are we just being sneaky, hiding out until someone else comes along? Is that our plan here?
I think we should camp it out. Like behind my grass kind of curtain.
The grass says that.
Yeah.
All right, I get in the grass.
Sure.
All right. Are there any half decent actual hiding spots around?
I'll let you make a stealth check instead of a survival check for this sort of.
I was hoping you'd say that.
While he's doing that, I'll pull out my pouch, like the felt pouch of twigs and rocks and stuff, and throw them on the ground to see if this is what I should be doing. Or is this where I'm supposed to be? Just consulting.
I only got a 10.
Okay, you're liking the look of that grass. that or maybe up in the trees or some shit.
Huh. All right, I guess I'll be in the grass. Is it even tall grass? can I just clearly right now look and see my party members laying in the grass?
Make a perception check.
Okay, so where's my perception? So that's a 5. So I can't see them, but it's not at all because they're well hidden.
They're basically invisible in that grass.
I turn to Fenella and I'm like, we're so sneaky.
Oh god.
They'll never find us here.
All right, I quickly run over and dive into the grass.
I'm sorry, Echo.
You guys keep doing this to him.
Get down.
I would like to search for a good place to ambush from.
Okay. We gotta take survival or stealth.
It's the same with either, so 15.
There's a really good hollowed out tree just across the way from the.
How big is the hollowed out tree?
Definitely big enough for 5 people.
I say nothing. I go to the tree.
Okay.
Where'd he go?
Wow.
I don't.
Where'd
He's
Echo
gone.
go? Did he just leave this perfectly good hiding spot?
The Rangers, they're really good at what they do. I mean, it's Ranger thing.
Could all of you make a stealth check? Is it stealth or hide? I think it's stealth.
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 All right, make a stealth check. Those of you in the grass have disadvantage. Those of you hiding in a tree have advantage.
Oh no.
I don't have 2 d20s to roll. Well, it doesn't matter.
18.
9.
That's a 1.
Is that a
That's
1?
Yeah, I got a 1 as well.
My
not
tail is up out of the grass.
Why am I the one in the grass?
You could just like.
My horns are
scoot
peeking out of the
away.
grass. I'm sneezing. I'm allergic to this grass.
I'm like trying to show you I'm explaining how you like try and read what the sticks and bones and stones are saying. So I'm like, well, this one says that you should duck and not sneeze and
Achoo!
and lay low. So that's how you hide well.
Echo
Accordingly-
listens to all of this from the tree and is just considering if they get killed, is it really dishonorable for me to not avenge them? Like, is that a thing I have to do for this? I mean, they're asking for it, right?
Okay.
And I brush off my armor and it kind of jingles.
After about a miserable sneeze-filled hour, I'd like you all to make perception checks.
Ooh, 18. That's good for me. No, wait. Perception. I got this wrong again. This is better.
8.
A natural 1 for 2.
22.
13.
22.
Okay. Fenella, you notice, but nobody else notices. A young goblin woman come out of the forest, and with a massive dire wolf behind her. She walks over directly to where you assholes are lying down in the grass.
Do I have time to react?
Yeah, you can react to her walking over. She's walking, and so is the dire wolf. They are not running at you.
We don't have a signal for anything like this. Like, I'll probably... I don't know if I can see where Sylvok, like, if he's kind of skulked away from
No,
Mina
it's,
and I.
he's not hard to see.
There's a dire wolf, and like point, and I don't think I can get Echo's attention. Hopefully he can just hear me anyway, or see me.
You suspect he might just be tuning out the sounds he hears from this direction.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll prep my shield. I don't think I can win against a dire wolf, but I'm
Okay.
ready just in case.
The goblin walks over to you three. Osa stayed quiet and then watched where Echo went and went to the tree with. So this goblin walks over and stands right before the three.
I sneeze.
The hell do you think you're doing?
Greetings, matron. It's a lovely evening.
Join us in the grass. It's nice and pleasant here.
We're
Oh
just
God, they're
scrying the
talking. They're
future.
talking to her. Oh God.
I like your animal companion.
It'll
What
be
nice
a
ears
very,
it has.
plentiful winter for you.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
We are celebrating the pre-winter festival in this lovely grass.
It just turned summer.
Did it? You're absolutely right. I am unobservant.
We're not from around here.
These are not the people you're looking for.
Eventually, out from behind the same patch of trees she came out of, come three other goblins.
You haven't happened to see a young tiefling girl
Oh.
about, have you?
God. Okay, I'm just gonna push them aside and back. I should have done this before you just mentioned the whole reason we're actually out here, so that I could possibly lie about it.
She stole
I'm sorry.
from us.
I tell her to shut up and push her back.
Thank you.
Me and my friends here, we just got lost out here. We were looking for a friend that went missing, and we got tired and decided to take a rest in some comfortable looking grass here. If it's no offense to you, we'll just be on our way. We just, went the wrong direction, lost our friend's trail, and let us leave, please.
Okay, go ahead and make a bluff check for me,
Come on.
or deceit rather, whatever it is.
Deception, yeah. I'm proficient in like all of the things we just rolled. Come on, let me land one. Oh God! I rolled another one.
Oh boy.
I start laughing as he's saying it.
So that's a 6. Yeah, can you let us into your goblin hole? We're looking for goblins. Secret goblin holes.
So I take it you've seen the stone.
What stone? What stone?
No, we haven't. You mean one of these? And I'll start to like gather up my little collection and put it away.
All right, I'm going to say no. And can I roll another deception check? Or am I still going with the 1? In which case, I'm going to say yes.
Yes, I mean no.
I'll leave it to your discretion as what you think would be more hilarious.
I don't know. We're screwed either way.
You're after Talina?
That's what she asked us?
Yes.
After her,
she's our friend from the village, like I said, and it wasn't actually a lie. That part, I promise.
Kind of is.
He promised.
She
You know her? Is she okay?
Stickbeard send you?
Stickbird.
A big owl guy?
Beard. Stickbeard.
Stickbeard.
Beard. Oh.
do you know it was Stickbeard? I
Sorry,
will
what
ask
was that?
Silvok.
Is that the ranger?
That was the... No, Stickbeard was Talina's dad. Fostered dad.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Mm,
I even inspected his beard and everything.
right.
No, he didn't send us. We're also not after Talina. We're trying to find her. I wouldn't consider it after her. That
Is she
sounds
in
more
trouble?
like...
Is she okay?
Do I really gotta kill you guys?
The goblins are going to kill us?
Yes, that to you guys.
Is who going to kill us?
Someone's opinion has been made.
You guys are lucky I'm in a different hiding spot.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have started to ramble if you were with us.
There would be no conversation.
Panic happened. I will start to try to push Mina back behind me.
Hey! Why do I keep going in the back?
Mina gets bit in the back by a snakefish.
And if she's complaining, I'll try to step a bit in front of her anyway.
Yes, this little goblin seems to be very much thinking about the situation that you have forced upon her.
Okay, lying didn't work. I think we just got to level with her. So I'm going to tell her, look, we were sent by our village elders to find a little girl. We just need to make sure that she's okay. We don't want anything from her. We don't need anything from her. As long as she's safe, then we can go back to the elders and just let them know that she's okay and decided to be with you guys, presumably. I don't care. I really don't. As long as I can go back to the elders and say, we found out where she is, and she's fine, and she wants to stay there, we have no problem here. You're muted.
Are you being genuine? Is your character being genuine?
Yes.
This is a very thoughtful little goblin lady.
Mm-hmm.
As she sits there, stroking a non-existent beard, she has bright green hair, a couple of scars around one of her eyes, a stone plate chess piece, a weird bit of leather attached to her side, kind of in the shape of a crescent, with a weird little handle sticking out, and her wolf is massive and fluffy.
Do I recognize the goblin lady from before?
You've never met, but you could give me a history check.
Nine.
Doesn't ring any bells.
All right.
And she's still thinking about what she's processing his information.
She approaches the end of her processing, but if Fenella wanted to do anything,
I will continue to like try and put some space between us because they are goblins and they are likely not to like us. We just need to find her. If you know where she is.
she leans kind of in the direction of one of the three goblins that came out of the woods, and she says something in Goblin. It sounds kind of like weird honking. The goblin goes back into the trees and then pushes Helena out from behind her tree.
Oh no. I didn't think she'd actually be here.
Hi, Talina. I wave.
She looks at you up and down, and she waves back.
Are these your forest friends?
Helena nods.
All right. Have you run away and are living with them now?
Both her and the goblin nod.
Do you want to let us know what happened? Why you're here?
They're all jerks, and I hate them. The goblin again nods, despite the fact that she has no frame of reference for this.
I can't actually disagree here. I mean, non-existent father, people her age.
I'm just gonna like tilt my head towards the wolf, and I'm gonna say, "Are you safe here?"
The goblin kind of thinks about it for a bit. Safer than most places.
Well, good enough for me. Let's go.
What are we gonna say to the elders?
She's
we did
safe
find her, and she's
Tell them
safe.
in an
Stupid.
enchanted rock. And then I'm gonna ask her, "Do they give you tree sugar here?"
There's tree sugar.
Ooh, maybe we can stay.
You can't. It's mine.
What?
How did you meet your forest friends?
I used to come out because people are stupid and I hate them. And then I would wander around and run away from things that were scary. And I found something that was really, really scary. And then ear puss here saved me.
That's a horrible name.
Wow,
I do not
rude.
say that out loud.
The young goblin in front kind of nods proudly when she hears the retelling of her saving Talina.
What kind of a thing did you run into?
Earpuss says, Darkspawn. Creature night.
It wasn't an owl, was it?
Nah, not owl.
What's a
Creature of night.
darkspawn?
It's a night creature. They take your will away and you serve them forever.
Do I know what that means?
Go ahead and make a religion check for me.
22.
Okay. Old text talk about creatures that used to dominate the world. They were basically evil incarnate. They feasted on the blood of their victims, and they were able to dominate almost any other creature to serve them forever. They were called vampires.
Oh.
In the darkness, they ruled.
Did the volcano offer some kind of protection against the dark spawn? Or no? Or do I even know that?
You guys know that you guys survived them, and to your knowledge, aren't thralls of evil.
To our knowledge.
Talina, was it close to the village?
Yeah.
How close?
Maybe 40 steps, maybe 50.
Wow, that's super close.
Wow. That's ominous. That is very bad. Was it just one?
Your pus nods.
What did it look like?
It looked like Big Dot.
What? I mean, looked like? Just, you mean general, like just a man, kind of like Sylvok here?
Not like Sylvok, more like Big Thought.
How long ago was this?
This was week and a half.
That I will like look very concerned to the party and like kind of trying to stick my head up to see where Echo is, because this is far worse than finding a wayward child. Why why did you help take the medicine from the village?
I wanted to bring it to my forest friends, but then the tooth bite, his gang took it. They met me and took it.
And you told
we showed them.
Yeah, we did. We got it back. I can show you what to look for medicine, for herbs.
That would be very helpful, Earpuss says.
Crap. Echo.
What the heck? Biden out, charges.
And I'll try to be like, whoa, don't attack.
Going right at the direwolf.
I am like jumping in front of it.
Don't hurt the puppy!
We're not fighting. There's a dark spawn. It's Big Thought.
Do I know what that is?
Those are just words as far as you can tell.
And I will start to be like, it's a creature of the night and he can take control of your will.
I'm a creature of the night!
Not like you. I know you are and you're very scary. But this is worse.
But how?
Legend has it that they are strong beyond all reason.
That's me.
That they will take control of your mind. They can destroy villages with the blink of an eye.
That's partially me.
They can destroy Tana. He knows everything about Tana. He's lived in Tana for so long.
This is why we can't have nice things.
The village could be in... Well, it is in danger. They could all die. Or become creatures of the night themselves.
Looking around at the goblins, which you would usually kill on sight. Kind of his claws start coming, like, just out and retract, as he's clenching the bite.
I know. I understand.
Down.
We need all the allies we can in the valley if we are to kill this.
Then we need to get back.
We do.
Now.
We can tell the chiefs that
We're still standing. Why are we still standing?
Talina,
What
you know how to
is it?
lead.
She's okay.
Is it getting late at the?
It's relatively early morning still. It's probably
Okay.
around, if you had a concept of it, about 10.
Well, I'm gonna talk to the goblin matron here, and I'm just gonna be like, I happen to notice this rock here is protected by this amazing enchantment, and as a sorceress, I am fascinated by magic, and I was wanting to know how you did it.
Oh, this wasn't us. No, this was the old timey people, the dead guys, whatever they're called.
The makers?
Yeah, them. Some of them used to live underground, and they had this whole network of stuff. There's some of these all around the valley. We don't use the network because it's horrible down there, but this is a good spot to hide.
Define horrible.
You can go inside.
Oh well, so there's multiple rooms in there, but the area that leads into the greater network we barricaded up long ago.
We need to come back. I mean,
Can we take a peek inside?
we don't have time.
We need to go.
Mina, this is bad. We can come back.
This is maker magic, you
Well-
guys.
Yes, we'll be back.
And it'll be here when we return.
Talina and Matron, we will return to help you with herb identification. Or I will. I'm coming back. I'm coming back to visit. It's nice to meet you.
How do we, when we come back, how can we get your attention? You know, if you're in this rock, to say, hello, we're back.
You can roll around in the grass.
I'm very good at that, as you've already seen. Is there any sort of signal we can make?
Well, no, we have ruins set up around here.
Okay, look for the ravens. Got it.
Oh, that's what it was. They saw us because of the magic runes. That's what it was.
Last bit advice: sleep during the day. They're weaker during the day. Don't be in shade.
Wait, how do you know this?
I fight.
I fight!
I fight.
I fight!
Roll initiative.
You both fight.
Them's fighting words.
Wait, hold on. If the goblins fight them all the time, then why is it such a big deal?
We don't win.
If they don't win, why are we listening to them?
Well, we should go.
Before we go, hold on. Talina, what do you know about this owl that recognized you?
What?
Owl? Do you know an owl? Have you seen an owl?
I
Okay,
don't-
let's go.
my
Bye,
owls-
Talina.
Bye.
There's an owl that knows who you are. Apparently, I've never seen it.
That's not
The
a
prophecy goes that way. I don't know. I'm just speaking and walking away.
And
Bye.
Talina, if you need help, you come to me. I'll send you to Auntie Esfel and Corin.
I like them.
No more stickbeard. Okay, we have to go. Stay out of the open.
Yes, let's give them advice, survival advice. Okay, so let's run back home. Run, sprint.
If you fall behind, I will leave you.
Oh, and I will, if I have a chance before we leave, I'll just say to the matron, if any harm comes to her, someone will answer.
Yes, this is someone.
We're in agreement. Thank you.
22 survival.
All right, you find a really good path to get yourself back to the village. It takes you more than a day. Do you guys try to set up camp at that time?
Nope. I'm forced marching.
All right.
That seems wise in this case. I think.
Okay, yeah. In that case, you guys get to the town in the dead of night. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Give me another survival check for when it turned night and you could no longer see it.
19.
Definitely sufficient. Okay, you guys get back to Tana.
I look around for Big Thought first of all. Don't see him.
You don't see him immediately while entering.
I'm going to go. I don't know. I think I'm going to go visit my aunt first.
It's definitely too late for elders to be awake.
Yeah,
That's
We can wake them
Go
up.
wake them up.
Oh, if it's that late.
Well, it'd be rude. I mean,
That-
vampires can wait.
I
they're
go
old. They get
wake
to sleep
up.
early.
I go to Quiet Frog.
All right. Quiet Frog
Silent
is
Frog? Quiet Frog.
yeah, Quiet Frog. He's in his quarters. He looks up at you as you enter. You don't know if he was not sleeping or sleeping very lightly, or if he was just laying there looking at the door.
I don't know what they are, but there's something called Dark Ones, and it's taken Big Thought. And it's been near the town. So says Talia.
He gets up and makes his way out to go prod at Silfish.
I'm gonna go to the Thought House.
Okay.
Sneakily. I'm gonna go as sneakily as possible.
All right, we'll catch up with Fenella first. You go to your aunt and
Yeah. I'm trying to be quiet. I'm not trying to wake them up.
okay.
I'm just trying to check that they're all okay.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
It's a 1.
Oh, they're gonna be so mildly upset at you.
Okay, you only managed to wake the baby, but the baby does a good job of picking up the.
Shh, shh. It's all right. It's fine.
But aside from the rude awakening, they do appear to be all right. All right, so give me a stealth check.
All right. A 1.
We're so sneaky.
Is that
What?
3 1s in a row? I think that might be.
All right, I need everybody to start counting the numbers on their fucking dice because this is ridiculous.
It goes up to 20.
Does it? Oh well, I mean, one time it did.
Oh wait, they're all 1s.
Okay, yeah, you barge into the thought residence.
Who's home? I yell, "Oh yeah!"
Home and now relatively awake is small thought. Make a perception check.
Two.
Okay, you notice nothing out of the ordinary. You can with a 2, you can still smell the stink on small thought from his daily chores.
Yeah, I don't have to work too hard to pick that up.
No. Hey, buddy, want to hang out?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. After some time passes, Silfish and Quiet Frog head up to the Elder's compound. And go into the Elder's quarters. And shortly afterwards, you guys are requested in there.
Okay, I go.
I wanted to ask Small Thought a quick question.
Sure. While you
I
guys are
want
hanging out.
to. I'm not sure how I would word it, but I want to probe if he knows where his brother is, or at least instill in him the idea that he needs to know where his brother is for me without knowing that I'm looking for his brother for some reason. I'm not exactly sure how I would word that in real life.
Yeah, it's complicated thing to word, so I'm gonna have you roll to word it, and then roll to convince him to.
Okay. What am I for wording it? What am I rolling?
You're proficient with words and charisma modifier.
Okay, so that's a 17 total.
Okay, yeah. Somehow you managed to spit out that sentence. Let's see how convincing you were. What's the skill for?
Possibly deception.
Probably.
I'll take it.
And that is another 17.
Okay, so you want him to tell you. You want him to know where his brother is, and
Yes. I want him to tell me where his brother is without him knowing that I have some reason to know where his brother is. Because I know if he finds out that I'm looking for his brother for some reason, or that anyone's looking for his brother for some reason, and his brother asks about it, he's going to spill the beans.
Does he really seem like the sort?
He is a professional bean spiller.
Yeah. Yeah. He went up to Marhi. He's in Marhi, bruh.
You say bra?
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks, pal. Pat him on the back, give him a thumbs up.
You shouldn't have done that.
Oh, You touched him. You fool.
Oh no.
How do you think he cleans out the outhouses? It's with his back.
Well, I knew there was a smell, but with my perception of nothing, I couldn't see where it was coming from.
All right, fair enough. I'll let him know you're looking for him.
Thanks, Fred.
All
All right, I'm just gonna go.
right. Wait, do you want to hang out? you guys go to the elders chamber. Silfish is wearing the equivalent of a Stone Age bathrobe, and Smallthought is in his well-kept leather armor, or quiet. So, what exactly did you find Talina? What? Why am I awake? What happened?
I'll look around to see if anyone else is going to, like, break this horrible news first.
We found the child with goblins, and the others began negotiations. And apparently, according to Talia and the goblins, there's something called a Dark One. And it is Big Thought.
I mean, I don't like Big Thought much myself, but that seems a bit harsh.
She seemed honest about this. A darkspawn close to town who looked similar to Big Thought. We thought it wise, or I thought it wise, that she stay there. They were not aggressive towards Talina.
That's good to know. I'm not sure how I feel about you leaving her with a bunch of goblins, but when Big Thought gets back, we can ask him and put all this nonsense to bed.
I don't know if that's a wise idea. My apologies for disagreeing with you, sir. But if he is a darkspawn, we cannot allow him back to town.
He looks at Quiet Frog. Quiet Frog looks at him and nods. Okay, we will attempt to hunt him down and find out what we can, and if need be, he just nods. You have done a great service for Tana, and I thank you. I'm gonna go to bed.
What should we do? What should I do, sir?
Go to sleep, probably. I'm sleepy. He gets up and he exits the chambers. Quiet Frog is still sitting there.
He's going to get us all killed. And then I cover my mouth, realizing what I have said.
What kind of darkspawn was it?
Is that Quiet Frog has spoken?
Yes.
There are kinds?
Can you give us a list of categories of darkspawn, and maybe we can tell you the closest one?
There are those what sell themselves to undeath. There are those who are the darkness. There are those which drink blood. There are no shortage.
I was unaware that there were categories of darkspawns. But what we do know is that they can control people. Does that narrow it down?
Yes. Do you have any literature available on vampires?
I will like go rushing around like anywhere I think there might be something about them, and like I'm out of the room, running. I'm going to look.
Vampires?
I'll be right back.
Where?
Okay, so I am going to go look through like whatever archives we have for anything.
All right. I need to think on this. You are all excused.
I excuse myself.
He
I think-
already excused you.
And I listened, and I left.
I obey the excusal.
You heed.
At this point, I think I'm ready just to go back to the newcomer's hut that I live in and sleep for the night.
Okay.
I'm gonna wash my hand off, and then I'm gonna go back to my place
All right.
and crash.
There is no sleep. There is only vampire knowledge.
Okay.
That's out of my everything. I couldn't tell you anything about vampires. I'm going to bed.
Okay. What is this? Give me an investigation check, Fenella, and immediately followed by a Constitution saving throw.
What? Investigation of 15. And a Constitution saving throw of 10.
Okay. You're really sleepy, but you don't pass out from sleep.
Okay.
Sleep deprivation.
Oh, I was a little scared there.
You are vampire. And it was Peter.
It was those fish snakes
Got bitten too many times.
turning into a werefish snake.
Okay, you were able to dig up some old histories preserved preserved by the priesthood, particularly the sect of Marhana. They tell of many encounters that the people of the volcano had with vampires prior to the end of the darkness. And they recount the approximate location of where a vampire stronghold is.
Oh.
That sounds handy.
I don't like this.
Doesn't that sound the opposite of handy?
It is outside of the valley, though, to the south.
There's an outside of the valley. No.
To the south.
I will bundle up the information and leave it for Quiet Frog and then go to bed.
Okay.
As I lie down to sleep, do I know anything about vampires historically or magically that I might want to tell my party in the morning?
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check, and a history check. Give me the twofer.
23 Arcana. And 22 History.
Woo.
Okay, yeah, you two are familiar with the tales of the world bathed in darkness, dominated by creatures of the night. You actually, in one of the brief excursions your tribe made outside of the valley, you witnessed a large compound of the Maker's design, which rumor has it dwelled a mighty vampire. As for your Arcana check, one moment. Okay, you know that they're very powerful, physically powerful creatures. They can sense things in the darkness. They are resistant to most types of damage. They burn in the sun, and they have a few weaknesses. Primarily, they're burning in the sun. They are vulnerable to stakes through the heart. Running water harms them, and they cannot enter a residence without an invitation.
Good to know.
Proceeds to have vivid nightmares about vampires.
I wish I'd
I
never
sleep
thought
soundly.
Of this.
Having no idea what a darkspawn is, what it might do. Best sleep of my life.
Okay, after some night terrors, the sun comes up.
Well, over a nice breakfast, I tell them all of this amazing news that I thought of last.
That's bad news.
Yikes.
So you told us about all the weaknesses and everything?
Yep.
All right. That
What are-
is information I was going to need in the future, probably.
What are we gonna do?
Well, as long as Big Thought is never invited into the village, I think we're okay.
But...
We
Big
just-
Thought walks by.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, come on in.
No!
Maybe, maybe we should ask. This is a horrible idea. Maybe we should ask Small Thought if his brother has been behaving oddly lately. Although I don't know how to put that into words for him to understand.
I'm on it. I'm going to go over back to Small Thought's place.
You're his friend, aren't you? You can go talk to him.
You
Okay.
seem to think so.
So yeah, I'm going to go over there. I'll
right.
probe him more about his brother.
All right.
Pardon?
do the rest of you join in the probing?
No, it
I'll
smells
follow
bad there.
along. I guess I'll follow.
I'm okay, like, waiting outside. I don't want to be within
A
scent
vampire's
range.
house.
No, not really.
Oh, it's not that, it's the smell.
I'm gonna
You have
start,
to-
like... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
While he's in there, though, my character is going to start to pray to Zarellen, because this is not good. And as the goddess of light and life, maybe she'll give me some insight about this. But that will take some time.
Hey, come on in, pal.
All right.
Oh, you
Go ahead.
brought Mina. That's great. Hey, Mina.
Oh, I'm just gonna wait out here, and I'm like holding my nose.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, we were just wondering about your brother because someone said he was acting a little bit strange before he left over to Marhi. Did you notice him acting a little bit different lately?
Uh, can you give me a persuasion check?
Nine.
Oh yeah, he's weird.
Weirder than normal?
Yeah, he never used to bite me.
What?
Oh, okay. Oh, you. Huh.
Okay, I'm walking in the building now. I'm like inspecting his neck. Do I see anything?
I'll like peek in from outside and be like, "What? Bite you?"
You
Okay,
don't notice-
did anyone tell my character anything at all? Actually, I don't even know if it's a case for vampires in this game, but do they convert through biting?
Didn't tell you. Don't know.
All right. So my character has no reason to suspect that vampires bite people. All I know is that this guy's brother might be a vampire. It bites him. There's no connection there.
Mina's Arcana check would have revealed that they bite people, and sometimes when they bite people, they turn into vampires.
Okay, so my character would be aware of that.
Actually, no, Mina doesn't know that.
Oh.
So neither
Okay, so my character wouldn't be aware of that.
but they know that they know that they drink blood, and biting is the primary means of obtaining.
Okay. Not the conversion thing. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Wow, that's mean of him. You didn't tell him to stop?
I did, but I mean, he's family.
I say we let him die. I say we let him die.
He also does that weird thing where he never goes out in the day and is a creature of the night. not that part, but he goes out on the strips a lot more regularly.
Has he been biting you recently?
It's been a couple days.
Yeah, probably since you became the outhouse master, I'm assuming, right?
I haven't seen him since. I don't know. I thought we were close.
Okay, so since he's been on the trip, you haven't seen him at all.
Nah.
Okay. Hey, thanks, pal. I give him a thumbs up.
You want some breakfast?
What's he got?
He's grilling some bread. The bread
Hey,
is
thanks,
all...
pal. I gotta run. I'm gonna
Okay.
use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
And I dash
Come back
out of there.
anytime.
Can I do a perception check in the building just to see if anything looks different from
Yeah.
when I was in this house?
He's gonna notice like the dark book on the bed. Bunch of blood.
Yeah.
Oh, just a 9.
Upside down crosses.
I will
no,
very against my desires try to start steering small thought towards the elders again.
Hey, maybe they'll give me the promotion.
Yeah, that'll be great. I don't have any way to clean him. They'll just wait outside. We'll probably bring them to you.
All right.
Oh, so now he's going outside?
We'll just bring him to the elder complex and leave him outside and then bring... Yeah.
Can I try to sneak inside and look around a little bit?
Sneak inside of where?
His house?
Yeah.
While he's being transported out?
Yeah, you go ahead and make a stealth check, but it's not going to take much. He's well,
14.
God bless him. He tries. Yeah, you succeed.
Okay, I want to look under the bed again.
Okay. You don't notice anything new down there. No new. I forget were the gems in a chest or a box before. I forget.
I don't know. I think Echo.
There was kind of
found
like a
them.
secret place underneath the bed, I thought.
I thought they were just under there. In my head,
Okay.
it was a bag, but I could have just been making that up.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, but you don't see nothing.
Okay.
So you guys escort this fragrant gentleman to the most highly regarded.
Do we have like? Is there a place along the way where we have some water? Like for watering our animals or some of the crops, like a storage circle.
Bathe them in a trough or something.
Yeah.
There is a trough on the way.
Yeah, I'm going
Bathing
to
trough.
like, if there's some form of like a bucket or scoop, I'm going to like just a second and wash them off.
Okay. But importantly, you're not putting him in the trough.
No, I'm not contaminating the water. with
Okay.
him.
Yeah, that would have gotten you some attention.
No, I was considering just tripping him into it, but I didn't want to make other people suffer.
Okay. It's somewhat successful. Some of the smell is gone now, but now some of the smell is just wet. That smell, which is less pleasant.
I feel like a wet dog smell. With
Yeah, but
extra.
yeah.
Wet dog plus.
For men.
Yes.
Okay, you guys get this guy to the elder compound. You tell him to wait outside the longhouse while you go
Oh,
and
yeah.
talk to. Okay.
Especially now that he's dripping.
So you go and see the elders. They are actively in a argument when you come in, but quiet. And Sylphus finishes his thought. We just don't have the resources. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello.
My apologies.
How can we help you?
Well, we visited with Small Thought, and we felt it might be worth your attention that Big Thought has been biting his brother as of late. I am not certain what this means, but I thought you might like to inspect him. I tried to give him a bath.
That's appreciated. Yes, go get him, please.
Are you certain? I mean,
Yes.
like, all right.
Yes.
I will bring him. Has anyone else joined me? Or did I like march this smelly man
No.
through town alone?
Oh no, I'm up there, but I'm not joining you to go fetch.
Okay.
Okay.
I was hanging out there outside with him.
Okay.
Immediately after Fenella left, he went inside.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. Fenella, you see a wet trail leading to the little supply room where he stole all that medicine.
I will slap his hand if he is touching anything and turn him around and march him back.
Ow! Oh, hey!
Yeah, not in here. This
Oh,
way.
okay.
Don't touch those. You have to wash your hands with soap to touch things now. All right, let's go meet them.
All right. They question him about the activities of his brother, mostly Sylphis, but once Quiet Frog is dissatisfied with Sylphis's uh, inadequate questioning, he will actually speak up. And they don't learn anything more than you learned getting bit and uh, going out more, but not during the day. And they send him on his way as quickly as they can.
I am so sorry that I wasted your time. My apologies.
This was valuable, Quiet Frog said. We now very firmly believe that it is vampire.
What can we do now? Is there anything I can do?
Maybe.
And what is that thing?
Fenella will just I'll just try to stay as calm and still as possible, just waiting.
There is a place the Rangers used to know of. It is far to the east in the mountains. During the darkness, some chose not to dwell within Marquitana's benevolence and stayed out and fought the creatures of the night. That's them calling now.
Sorry. Oops. I'm sorry.
They're in the house.
We believe this place to the east was where they operated out of. There might be some clues there on how we can combat them, or some tools we can use. I'm afraid I don't have the ranges to spare, because this is a grave threat to Tana. Can you five go and investigate this place?
But I will ask the others. Hopefully they agree. I'm certain they will understand of the importance for the town.
Thank you very much.
I will.
Good luck.
I'll bow and make my way out to try and find. I guess Mina's with me, so if she doesn't care, I am pulling her with me and trying to figure out where the other two are.
Small Thought is following you. Where are we going?
You're back on cleaning duty. Isn't that great?
To be honest, I don't like it as much as I thought I would. And then he heads off to the nearest house.
All right. Well, I'm trying to track them down. I'm sure it's not that hard.
I was waiting outside,
Oh.
so.
Then I'll inform Silvok and then trying to figure out where Echo is.
Yeah, no one's come to get me.
You were at breakfast. You didn't come. I'm trying to find you.
I guess you eventually find me.
Where were you? Where have you been?
Probably at my house.
I barge in and ask you where you've been.
What? Knock?
Let him put a loincloth on first.
There's no
Gee.
time for that.
We're under attack?
There's
Grab
time.
my bite it.
There's time to put a loincloth on.
You're right. Propriety. I'll be outside. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready for what?
We're going east.
Of course.
What?
We signed you up for adventures again.
But after breakfast, we went to visit Smallthought. His brother's been biting him. It confirmed the reports that we heard. Or, well, not the reports. It confirmed what Talina said. There haven't been reports. I don't know why I wanted to make it so official.
What's wrong with brothers biting each other?
Right.
Right. So normally in humans, the biting. I don't. I didn't. I grew up alone with my aunt. There wasn't biting. I assume it wasn't like that for Smallthought, but they're adults now, and it's weird.
I'm gonna push her to the side a little bit. A little biting is okay. Too much biting is bad. And one thing we know is that the darkspawn that we think that Big Thought is bites. And it's not normal for a big brother to bite a little brother. Quiet Frog wants us to go.
Tats.
Quiet Frog wants us to go investigate an area to the east for clues about the darkspawn that might be threatening the village.
The Rangers used to live there.
He said, "You're the only ranger that they could spare."
Everyone else has...
I wouldn't say the only one, Silvox. The one that we've chosen to ask.
You're the only one that they don't really need around.
I think it's because they trust you with this task. And Quiet Frog was speaking again.
He talks all the time when he's not in the village.
Oh. Well, I am very... We have to go to the east. It's in the mountains. It was a stronghold. Well, not a stronghold, but that's where they fought against the Darkspawn.
But didn't we also tell Talina we were going to go back for her? Are we abandoning that?
Well, I did tell her to find my auntie if she's in trouble. And Corin, I mean, he'll be here patrolling, so as long as I let him know, he'll keep an eye out for her. Uncle Corin. Just... You all know him.
To clarify.
I mean, if these goblins have dealt with Darkspawn before, it might be interesting to see if they would join us on our journey east.
They are too
If
loud.
If I'm going, I'm not bringing goblins.
You can't really... We probably shouldn't have left Talina with them, really. That was an unwise decision.
Yes, it was. In fact, we probably should have killed them.
Look, the goblins are going to keep her safe from any darkspawn that might happen, and they have no interest whatsoever in helping us investigate some of our rangers' camps.
No, and we don't want them to know where it is, honestly.
They're looking out for them. We need to look out for us.
Yes.
You know
Well,
what
the
I
last
usually do
time
when
we
I'm
looked
looking
out for ourselves, 2 of us were being eaten alive by snakefish, so...
Better. It's fine.
They were going to wait until you died to eat you.
Yeah, I don't think vampires are going to wait for me to die before they eat me this time.
No, that's kind of one of their things.
Well, time's
Apparently.
wasting. I have to let my family know what's happening, and I need to gather more more foodstuffs, more water, more everything. I don't even know how far away this is. I should have asked that. The
Well,
details.
it's east.
Well, Echo, how long will it take to journey there? Have you been to it before?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's the fortressy thing that belonged to the rangers in the mountains that they used to fight against the Darkspawn.
Do I have any idea what she's talking about?
So make a history check.
Oh, because I'm super good at those. Oh, 17 with a -1.
Yeah, there's a outpost that the Rangers are aware of. They it's before their time, but it's believed that is where some holdouts fought off against the creatures of the night before the darkness ended. It's about 2 weeks to the east.
It's about 2 weeks to the east.
If you guys travel along the Stone River.
If we travel along the Stone River, we can make it faster if we don't.
I thought the Stone River was the fastest.
Well, I mean, it's a river. If you cut across.
But there's no trees on it.
I don't care about trees.
You know where we're going. I will follow you.
Okay, so I was thinking that we could call it here, and you guys can finish up your preparations at the beginning of next session. How's that sound to you guys?
Sure.
Okay.
Excellent.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Once I figure out how to say goodbye.